Handoff right side on a sweep, lowering his shoulder to the 15-yard line.
Back to the sideline, take a play off there. But
7:44. Clock ticking away in the second quarter. Rio's going to pass. Deep ball. That one tipped and knocked away. Almost an interception. The SaberCats defended it well. They were looking for Victor Cardenas.
yeah, that's not much we see tonight. That was Basan able to let one rip to his wide receiver. Could have gone right. It almost fell right into the receiver's hands, Kevin. He could have taken off for 6 on that one. So I guess you could say the SaberCats caught a break.
And it could have been the old tip drill there. So now Rio Grande City cannot capitalize on the Vela miscue. They bring the house. Gonna take a bounce at the 40. And it'll take a rattler roll to the 40, call it 6-yard line when we come back. 7:26 left in the first half on Rio Sports Live.
You called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Welcome back. So, hey, guess what? There's no feed. When we get the feedback, then the AC goes out. It's like, what on earth do we got to do to get something to roll our way? Either way, thank you for being patient with us. Again, I apologize. You know, game was at 7. I was here at 4:45 in the parking lot. Had everything set up. We tried different deals. Won't get into all the details. Brandon had backup stuff. Thank you to him. I have a bunch of equipment laying down in front of me doing everything we can to get this broadcast up and running. So I do apologize. SaberCats, though, lead by 7. That was Bobby Garcia on the carry for the SaberCats.
Yeah, his dad used to run the rock for Rio Grande City back in the day. And you see him on a carry right there, getting a first down or more.
Good little tidbit there. My first game this year here at Richard Flores Stadium. Always good to just stay in the neighborhood. Handoff, right hash. And a good run again from Edinburg Vela, Adrian Alvarez on the carry.
Yeah, SaberCats moving the ball. Last series they had number 10, Miles Lopez at QB. And Coach Campbell comes back and puts in Garcia. Not too sure what he saw in Lopez, probably being a little bit shaky, but you know, these are 2 quarterbacks that can play that probably could be a starter anywhere else here in the Valley.
His brother Micah Lopez, heck of a linebacker for PSJ North. So that was enough for a SaberCat first down. Picks up a first down and more, and again in a touchdown saving tackle from Alexis Acevedo, but nonetheless about a 15-yard gallop. And it's tricky when you look at this Vela offense. A lot of people would say, well, they line up in the spread. No, it looks like the spread, but it's more of a pro style, them coming out of the gun.
Yeah, you see a lot of pistol formations coming out of them too, like something you never really saw when I played. We never really ran anything like that. And then there's Garcia losing, able to jump back on it. He caught a break there. But as I was going back, when Coach Campbell came in, it was my senior year, and he took over. We tested it out. Tested the waters. We played Laredo Nixon
with
our
a
first
pistol?
game. With the pistol, yeah. We tested during fall camp. We were able to run a spring practice and all that stuff. And game 1, we tested the pistol, and it just wasn't for us. We didn't like it, so we went back to the spread, and you know the rest is history after that.
Looking back to pass is Garcia. Zips one over the middle, one-on-one. Touchdown Edinburg Vela, and Navarro, his second touchdown of the night.
Redemption, 2 fumbles and 2 touchdowns. I guess it cancels out on the night for him so far.
Just a bit. Let's go back and look at the replay, BG.
Garcia's 4th touchdown tonight. Yeah, you see Navarro lined up. You see where he's at. See him in the motion. He's going to line up in the slot. That's something we practice too. You know, we started doing. he was able to turn that linebacker's hips to the outside, and he cuts it right back in. And then it's 7 points. And you're one-on-one, especially with a receiver like that, and you got a linebacker covering him. I'm Garcia. I'm going for that too.
We owe the folks some more football talk, so we'll stay on air. And again, I apologize for the miscues. You see the Edinburg crowd there. Edinburg Vela, BG, you're a product of Edinburg Vela, and you talk about the Mike Salinas era, which you played for early on in the days for Edinburg Vela, and then the transition to Coach Campbell. What was that transition like, especially you being a senior?
It was kind of tough because we were used to Salinas' style of coaching. He had a pretty different style compared to Campbell's. Campbell was real, we're going to get it done. We're going to get done now. A lot of tempo. And when he came in, we did a lot of these tempo drills, and it was kind of something new to us. But we were a well-oiled machine coming into when Campbell came in. He took over a good program, and it kind of just took off from there. So Salinas did his part, and he gave Campbell a good hand. Yeah, and it kind of left the cupboard full, so to speak. But I know when Vela first got started, was it 2012? Right, first year.
And I know Mike Salinas, he's an Edinburg guy. He's an Edinburg High product. I remember sitting in his office before day one, and the interesting thing, good special teams coverage from Edinburg Vela. The deal was that, you guys, Edinburg Vela, they jumped right into the varsity mix right out of the gate. And, they took their lumps that first year. They went winless. Johnny Davila's freshman year, John Trevino, JT, his freshman year. And we saw that team, Steven Ramos, Eddie Money, Eddie Luna. But you saw the progression through the years where they beat Mission veterans in Mission to get that first playoff spot, got a little taste of the postseason, getting that bi-district win against Porter, PSJ, and then Porter the following year. So you're right. You hit the nail right on the head when you mentioned that it's a well-oiled machine. That is Edinburg Vela. Rio Grande City as well, this is like a homecoming for them. The last few realignments, they've kind of been the forgotten stepchild when it comes to Valley football because of the district they were in. Yeah. They had Laredo Martin, they had Laredo Figueroa. They were out west of us, so people kind of like, not that they forgot about Rio Grande City, but it's like, hey, we're still here too. So I was happy to see, this past realignment that Rio Grande City was back in the mix when it came to football in the RGV.
Yeah, when you think about it, that senior year was when they had Elijah Reina and John and all them. Well, they actually played Rio Grande City in Rio. Mm-hmm. I remember being at that game. Mm-hmm. My older brother, Orly, he played lineman. So I remember that game. It was a rainy game. They won off of a probably 30 or 40-yard field goal. It was intense.
Was that here when it was raining?
That was in Rio.
Because there was a game when Edinburg Vela played Rio, and it was raining, pouring rain, I think here.
It could have been at both.
Might have been. Flags come flying in, and
of course it was either here or there, one of the two. But
I know, but you remember the fact that you mentioned it was raining. Did it end on a field goal?
Yeah,
it was here then.
Okay,
it was here. It was here. I remember being at that football game. For Rio Grande City, they're 3-2. They're 1-1 in district play, and you look at this district and you say there's PSJ North, Edinburg Vela, and then there's kind of everybody else. Yeah. Kind of just fighting for that 3 and that 4 spot. And right now, Rio Grande City, they got Palmview after Vela. They're at Rowe. They're home to Memorial, and they finish at PSJ North. So they still got to go through that gauntlet tonight against the SaberCats and then eventually finishing the season against PSJ North. Pass play, deep ball. That ball's up over the shoulder. That's going to be incomplete, but they're going to call a PI, and that's going to be a first down.
That's a close call. That's an iffy. It's a 50-50 ball at that point with the receiver and DB, but especially for the ref, you see the DB, you can't really see much what's going on behind, and you just got to, trust your instincts and, what you were taught during officials training or whatever they do on that stuff.
It's also Officials Appreciation Week, so thank you to all the officials for officiating these sports from all the way from the fall all the way through the spring, and we're going to get the call. For Rio Grande City, they started the year off with a win, the Battle of Star County, the Star County Super Bowl. They beat Roma 43-27. They lose to Pioneer 40-27, which they're going to pick up the flag.
It's 50-50 ball, Kevin. I'm telling you, you can't really trust it, and when you have eyes that can see from that end. And fortunate enough, on this end, and that's why the officials get together and they talk. What did you see? What did you see? Well, I saw this. Well, I really saw this. So you really can't tell. And we can barely see it from up here too. We got to be right there. And
yeah,
it's to see that.
Yeah, from up here, it's more of a judgment. It's like a little bit of contact.
And that's why I kind of shrugged my shoulders when they threw the flag. I was like, it's maybe. I don't know if you saw me, but
yeah,
they talked about it and they reversed the call. So SaberCats punt defense back on the field.
Yeah, and then there's some bias there because you were a receiver. Right?
Well, I mean, I would have been going for Rio at that point. So,
yeah,
you always want the flag whenever you're a receiver and this and that.
But that's a huge non-call because you were looking at an automatic first down for Rio Grande City.
And the drive would have stayed alive.
And it stays alive. 3:43 left in the half, and now, if you're Edinburg Vela, I think you go for that kill shot here. You go deep.
You have to get a touchdown on this drive, especially with 3:43 left. Rio's been able to run the ball. They've been able to get first downs. These last couple drives, they haven't showed it. But the 14 points doesn't speak for what they've been able to do on offense. On the scoreboard, it doesn't really translate. You got to be really watching the game to know. So, if you get a touchdown here, it kind of solidifies what you have in the first half.
That pass over the top. Incomplete. Looked like some confusion there.
Laser. Kevin, you were talking about the districts. We were talking about PSJ North, Edinburg Vela, and this one.
Right.
But we're leaving out McAllen Memorial right now. They're undefeated in district. They're 2-0, but they have wins against Palmview and Juarez Lincoln. Right. Barely losing to Pioneer 24-21 in week 1. These last couple wins haven't really been big teams, but you see a 27-20 win versus Sherryland while they were at home. What do you think about that?
Well, I know you're looking at McAllen Row.
Yeah, McAllen Row.
McAllen Row. Okay, you did McAllen Memorial.
My bad.
Okay, yeah, because I'll say McAllen Memorials, they've had it rough lately, but the Warriors, you can make a strong case. That could be in that 3, maybe that 4 spot. Now, I like Nicky Rowe and where they're at right now, talking about that 3rd and that 4th seed. I know Mac High's kind of taken a step back this year. McAllen Memorial. And again, we'll stay on air. We owe the fans that. McAllen Memorial coming into this year, they went 3 deep last year, and that was the big story with them, Vela, and Raiders, was that you had 3 teams that went 3 deep, now are in the same district. And McAllen Memorial struggled. Let's be real. They lost against Mission Vets, a heartbreaker. They lose to San Benito, and a couple of big losses. Like, well, are they as good as we thought they were, or is it the strength of schedule? But there's still plenty of time for McAllen Memorial to turn it around, realistically. And by any means, I don't think they're 1-4 right now. But if you look at their non-district schedule, they lost against Vela, San Benito, Mission Vets.
Well, Vela was their first district win.
Right.
Or district
yeah,
play.
There's district opener.
Yeah.
But regardless, that schedule's brutal. I know Hannah's kind of in the middle over in 32-6A. But they got some pieces. But then, 3 in a row, you go Mission Vet, San Benito, Vela. It's like, oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. And, I know Palmview surprised some people. And, but, McAllen Moore is still very well in the mix. And, if you're – they stay inbounds. Look like that football meta came loose. Novato on the keeper.
Yeah, right now we're seeing a lot of running plays from Vela. Trying to stay in bounds, get the first down, get a yard or 2. And then, look, they get an offsides right there. Free play. And it's a touchdown.
And he hauled it in, and I think that one's going to stand.
Carlos Tames hauls in his second or his first, I believe his first, but he's had a couple big receptions. And the official's just going to pick up the flag. The rest is history. We talked about needing to score here and put the nail in the coffin, and that's exactly what they did. 34-14 now.
And if you're Rio Grande City, you just feel that you were unable to capitalize on some of the Vela miscues. That last fumble, the no PI call. The extra point is up. And it's good. 37-14. Check that, 35-14. SaberCats with the lead when we come back.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo! We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's, October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Welcome back.
Kick and the fair catch for Rio. Number 14, Eduardo Chapa. Gonna field that at about the 21, 22 yard line for Rio Grande City.
So, you know, there's still 3:06 left. And there's time for Rio Grande City to maybe punch it in and try and find some momentum.
They are going to be defending starting the second half. They're going to be on defense. Vela's going to start an offense coming out of halftime. So that's just one thing to take note of.
Handoff right side, picks up maybe 2. And Vela wants a timeout with 2:58. 35-14 when we come back on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Edinburg Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Welcome back. 35-14, 2:58. Sabercats call their first timeout. Brandon, quite familiar with this tactic here.
Yeah, he's just going to try and, get the 3 and out. Hopefully they get Rio to go for it, or if they go for it on 4th down, he wants to stop. And then he's going to try and punch it in one more time, not to add salt to the wound or anything like that, just to make sure this game's good going into half and he's able to give his other guys some playing time, the second strings or the third strings.
That's a completed catch, so they're going to need about 2 or 3. Yeah, they're going to mark it 3rd and 3 at the 32. Andres Cantu checks into the ball game. 2:20 left in the half. Rattlers to the ball. Hands off left side. Lowers his shoulder. He picks up the Rattler first down, and an ever important first down for Rio Grande City.
Yeah, it keeps their drive alive here, and of course their end goal before halftime is to punch it in.
First and 10, City Rattlers.
Under 2 to go, but flags come flying in. That's a false start.
False start, number 44, offense, 5 yards, first down.
The NFL is going on tonight. You and I both have Russell Wilson starting.
Not doing so hot right now. 4 points.
Neither are my teams, so I'm about towards Armageddon mode in one of my leagues, and don't look too
Well, the league
sharp.
that we got going on, I'm not doing so hot. I'm 0-4, Kevin.
Oh my! Under 2 to go. 1st and 15. Toss to the outside. Trying to cut it to the 30, out to the 40. Drug out of bounds. Good on call there on the late tackle. That was Victor Cardenas, who BG right out of the gate. It was Cardenas who had that long run that set up the Rio Grande City touchdown, and that was like here we are.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be a ball game, and I don't know why they just stopped giving him the ball. I thought he'd be the workhorse for the night, but of course, like I mentioned, anybody can get the ball in this offense. We had Cardenas, we have Chapa, Pasan, the quarterback, Vallejo. So they have numbers. It just depends on where they're going to line them up and where the play's going.
And the interesting thing is yesterday we had Tony Villarreal, head coach of Port Isabel, join us on our weekly show, and he's known to run the slot T. And in his time in Weslaco, we would see 7 to 8 different running backs touch the football out of the slot T. And then now at Port Isabel, when I covered them earlier this year, on their opening drive, out of that slot T, they had 4 or 5 different guys touch the football on their opening drive. It's a dive up the middle right at midfield. And this time it's Vallejo on the carry. So yesterday with the conversation, and what the conversation was that, well, how do you decide who gets the football? And Tony Villa told Joe this in the past, and he told us yesterday that if you don't pick up 4 yards, you're out.
Really?
Next guy in, you got 4 yards, you stay in. You didn't get 4 yards, you're out.
Oh, wow.
It's like, whoa. It's different, and it's unique, but, I mean, it works.
Well, they always say it in many coaches, in a coach's mind, a football coach's mind, 4 yards is a win. You get 4 yards one play, 4 yards the next. You're at a third and 2. You get 4 yards again, you have a first down.
Right.
So 4 yards is kind of the goal. If you're at 3 yards, it's kind of iffy. But the goal is 4, and I understand his logic in that situation, according to that saying in the football coach's mind.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, right? 28 seconds left in the half when we come back on Rio Sports Live.
What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step.
Welcome back. 28 seconds left. 2nd and 7. Kevin Aro, Brandon Guzman. And again, I apologize for the fumbles and the turnovers early on in this football game, but we are off and running. Just like the SaberCats, this is going to be a scoop and score for the big man, sprinting into the end zone. Touchdown, Edinburg Vela. You talk about the nail in the coffin. The SaberCats.
Christian Rios gets one. He's there at the perfect timing, Kevin. Not just because what you were saying, the fumbles and all that turnover stuff, but because of what happened on the field. Right on cue.
Right on cue.
It's not scripted, I promise you guys. But no, a great awareness play right there by Rios, and he just did the rest with his legs. A D lineman running that fast. Let's see if Coach Gamble puts him at running back.
The old scoop and score, and the SaberCats dropping the hammer. Now it spiraled quickly out of control for Rio Grande City. The extra point is up. It's good. Let's look at that one more time. Just the old scoop and score. Christian Rios, the senior. Right place, right time when we come back. SaberCats up big.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Welcome back. 15 seconds left. A long kickoff. It's going to be a touchback for Rio Grande City, and much credit to Rio Grande City early on in this football game. It looked good.
They had us believing, Kevin.
Yeah, just a little bit. They were doing some things right, and then things just kind of went sideways.
Yeah, we might just see one play here and then kneel down, or they're going to might take a chance and run that slot C they do. And then we're going to take it to half. It's only 17 seconds left. And the SaberCats have mounted a lead that I'm not sure they're going to lose, especially the way they've been playing after the first couple drives.
I think they just run this clock out and get into the locker room, handoff right side down to the 30-yard line. Should be the last play of the half.
And indeed it is. You see Coach Jesus Lozano down signaling, let's just go to the side or the locker room.
So Edinburg Vela, they had that carrot dangling right in front of them, and the SaberCats struck while the iron was hot. A scoop and score, a couple of touchdowns from Navarro, and it's 42-14 SaberCats. Halftime here at Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride. When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back. Rio Grande City's marching band out there on the turf. We're going to run through some scores. It's halftime right now here at Edinburg. It's a 42-14 lead for Edinburg Vela. In the second quarter, PSJ leads Edinburg Economides 21-7. Mac High leads La Jolla Juarez Lincoln 31-0. That game at halftime. Also at halftime, Los Fresnos 21, Brownsville Rivera 7. That game going on down at Sam's. Hidalgo leads Kingsville King 13-0. That game also at halftime. Port Isabel also up 21-0 at halftime. So those are some halftime scores. We'll let you watch the bands. We're going to have to lower the music, though, because of the music rights. When we come back, enjoy the halftime show.
kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
We do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Edinburg Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Muriel. Hello?
Accesible.
Come on.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Don't miss South Padre Island 4th Annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride. When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Show you how I can help.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos, ¿cómo le hago? Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible, y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
We do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? New. Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow is your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you call them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Edinburg Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hello from Los Fresno CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching.
Welcome back. Kevin Aro, Brandon Guzman, Kane Torres in the house.
The best photographer, or one of the best in the Valley.
Yeah, he's out there patrolling the sidelines. Well, after a turbulent first half on our end, we figured things out.
We've weathered the storm, Kevin.
Weathered the storm. On the flip side, not so much for Rio Grande City, BG. They came out swinging, and you got to give them some credit in that first quarter, and then in that second quarter is kind of where, they weren't able to take advantage of that fumble on Vela, and then you get the non-call, the non-PI call. That really kind of changed the complexion of that first half. So for Rio Grande City, Brandon, what's that message in the locker room from Coach?
Just keep fighting. Just at this point, you're down so much, 42-14. There is a sense, there's a chance that you can come back. It's very rare, though, especially with a team like Vela, like we mentioned before. But, just keep fighting for one another. At the end of the day, people are gonna recognize that you're playing from whistle to whistle, not that you folded at halftime. And then that's what scares other teams when you're down so much, but you're still fighting, and you still have that fighting spirit in you. It's like, okay, well, we're down. We're only leading by a touchdown and heading into the fourth quarter against Rio Grande City, but they can fight. So we got to keep our foot on the pedal, and because these guys are on it full throttle 24/7.
And for the SaberCats, you've been on the end where you're up big at halftime, and what's that conversation like?
Just keep going. The same thing. At this point in time, you're up 42-14. You're going to see some of the backups playing. I'm not too sure at what positions, but some other guys are going to get playing time. There's Navarro. Might take that one, Kevin.
Good kick return for the SaberCats. Should be down at the 40-yard line. So, yeah, in a half like this, you want to stay healthy for sure for both sides. You're
going to see Campbell fairly rest most of his starters at this point. It is a tough district. You got the hurricane out the way, you could say, with PSJ North. At this point, it's kind of just like, let's finish this district off, let's finish winning, and then let's just win this game, get out of here healthy and still alive.
So the SaberCats will start with the football to start the second half. They'll be the motion man out of the pistol, stepping back, flush to his right at the 35, hits his check down man. Right around midfield, gets that one to De Leon.
And again, like I said, you're going to keep seeing these starters in. Surprisingly, they're in right now. When I played and we were blowing teams out left and right, Kevin, I was out by the second quarter. So I never really got to play 4 full quarters. And these guys are kind of lucky. They got a little blessing in disguise here.
They go to the jet sweep. That's Carlos Tamez.
Tamez had the touchdown right before half where the Rattlers jumped off sides, right in the corner of the end zone on the southwest side of it. And a couple big plays on offense as a receiver, too. He had about 20-yard catches plus. And then, of course, the blocking that helps Navarro get into the end zone on those screen plays. So he's been a pretty good X factor today in a different sense, not that you typically see a receiver in.
It was a penalty that I missed, and it's against Rio Grande City, and that's going to be an automatic first down. So the ball's going to go from the 48 to the Rattler 33-yard line in a fresh set of downs for the SaberCats. Pistol formation, 2-back set for Bobby Garcia out of the gun. He'll hand that one off Still trucking. He'll pick up about, call it about, I'll say about 4 or 5. But, that's a double-edged sword when you talk about coming out of the game in the second quarter. Guys, they're going to give them 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Is that where it's good because you're rested, you're healthy, but at the same time, when you get into those pivotal district games, when you get into the postseason, you're not trained physically to go 4 quarters?
Yeah, endurance-wise, it's a different animal, especially when you're making it, 2-3 rounds deep. And our senior year, we played Austin Westlake in the 3rd round. Ended up blowing out 70-14. So, it kind of related to that. But of course, they're a different breed up north, especially in Westlake. But it kind of just, I don't know how do you say it? You couldn't really get the stats that you wanted.
Right. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's just interesting, because it's a completely different sport. But this past Tuesday in volleyball, we saw Brownsville Rivera upset Harlingen in 4 sets. The trick there was that Harlingen had just been whipping on everybody, and they've been playing quick 3 sets, and then all of a sudden, Rivera, not a lot of firepower, but defensively they're very scrappy, and they were giving Harlingen fits, and the second set it was 30-28 in Rivera. And then they went into the 3rd set. So 30, right.
Damn.
And then they went into that 4th set, and it's like, Harlingen was a little gassed.
Yeah.
But because they hadn't had to play a game like that in quite some time, and over a month, really, since they were in tournament play. But kind of to your point here in football, where, I know a completely different sport, but on the point of being that.
It's the same sense, like you said.
Right.
It's the game endurance is whole different from a practice endurance. You can practice for 2 hours, but you're going to be getting water every 30 seconds in practice. You're going to get a rep off because the 2nd string, the 3rd string, the 4th string has to go get some reps. And then here it's kind of just like it's game time. You're getting hit left and right.
Garcia fires that one, and he hauls it in for the touchdown. That's Novato again.
That's number 3 on the night for Novato, Kevin.
An early candidate for our Economy Awards Player of the Game, right?
Yeah. As a receiver, having 3 touchdown night, especially with the adversity he's endured. He had the fumble, and then he had the muff punt on the punt return. This is just, where is he at? You see him right there on the outside left, and that's just a scramble drill. You see the quarterback roll out. He's scrambling. The first thing you got to do as a receiver is look back, head to the sideline. If you're in the end zone, get to that corner, the front pylon, exactly where he was at. And Garcia knew where to throw it. That's something we always practice as a receiver core with our quarterbacks. The scramble drill, rolling out, get to the sideline, coming back to the football, and things of that nature.
So you're seeing just, more of the same from this receiving core in Edinburg Vela. And, Novato, we were talking about, hey, who's gonna be our player of the game? It's kind of time to start deciding that. And, we had, Bobby Garcia as a candidate, or Carlos Tamez.
Yeah, Garcia,
candidates.
he's kind of had all the touchdowns so far.
Yeah.
Garcia just throwing and one rushing.
Right.
And then, but as a receiver, to have a night like that, it's something special.
For the SaberCats, they're a point shy of 50, but 50 against Edinburg North, 55 against Edinburg High, 54 against Westlake East, 63 against McAllen Memorial, 21 against PSJ North. A big drop off, right? But
yeah.
Rightfully so. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that they were going to drop a 50 piece.
It was going to be a dog fight in that game.
Yep. But this is just more of the same offensively with Edinburg Vela. They're 49 points up, with 10.5 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, they're getting back into the rhythm of coming off the bye week and coming off. They had that taste in their mouth that they just didn't like that loss. And you're going to see them play, and I think that's the reason why Campbell's leaving his starters in, just in case they have to come into another game like that. Before you see the starters coming out halftime, second half, the 2nd string, 3rd string. And now you see the starters in the second half. When you play a game in a team like PSJ North, teams like that where it's all 4 quarters and it's a dogfight, you got to keep your starters in just for the game endurance, just to have that in your back pocket.
So out come the Rattlers, a steep hill to climb against the SaberCats. Back to the nasty slot, handoff up the middle, gets it to about the 30-yard line. Rio Grande City led by Jesus Lozano. At one point in time, Coach Leo Mireles directed the ship for the Rattlers. He's now over out west in Laredo at Laredo LBJ. And Rio Grande City switching things up to the nasty slot. And one thing we were talking about in the first half was this nasty slot. Handoff right side. SaberCats there to defend it. Now, we know Port Isabel runs it. PSJ North, more of a pro wing T type deal. You know, they like to run the football. I know Ed Elsa last year and the years past, both them and PSJ Southwest also had run the slot T. I know they switched up their offense with a new coaching staff. But point being that it's only quite a few that really run this unique offense.
Yeah, only a few teams in the Valley really, you know, I don't want to say because you can't throw or you can't pass, but just because you have athletes that can run the ball. You know, the athletes that they want to get dirty, they want to be down in the trenches as well. So if you got athletes that can do that, why not run that offense?
You know, in Los Fresnos, you know, they're a team too in 32-6A that when, you know, last few years that Coach Patrick Brown was there, they went to the wishbone. You know, but it's a unique offense. Rio Grande City, Brownsville Veterans, and Port Isabel. And you run into this style eventually in the postseason, depending on where you're at. Handoff again gets a couple. We saw Liberty Hill last year in the playoffs against Mission Veterans where they would hurry and run to the line and get a quick handoff. It's different. 8.5 to go in the third quarter. So Edinburg Vela with a comfortable lead. They're 4-1. Rio Grande City, pitch to the outside, showing off the wheels, down the sideline to the 40, stays on his feet. Oh, they're going to mark him out.
Cardenas, another big play, the second biggest play of the night for him. And it was on the same play that he had, you know, starting at the start of the game. They come back to it in the second half. And I don't know why you're not doing that all night. Momentum can shift quickly when you have a big play like that, especially with a special player like Cardenas. We've been able to see what he can do tonight with the ball in his hand.
He's definitely shown off some speed. And he tight-roped that sideline, just about broke another big run. First time he does that since the first possession for Rio Grande City. Handoff left side. This time it goes to Miguel Garcia. .7:43, clock ticking away in the third quarter. SaberCats took the opening possession in the second half, checked in for 6. Rio Grande City wants to talk it over. They're going to call a timeout when we come back on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken
Forever
and tender
Memories,
fajitas.
antiques and
On Mondays,
collectibles
buy one
located at
barbacoa taco
237
and get
North
one
Sam
free
Houston
in
in
your
San
Red Hot
Benito
Cafe.
is
Located
filled
at
with vintage
4726
items,
Paredes Line,
collectibles,
Bravo,
and a
Texas.
selection of
Open
vinyl
every day at
records
6:30
that's as
a.m.
good as it
To
gets.
order, contact
Every shelf,
956-541-9594.
every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors.
Welcome back. Discussion there between the lines judge and the umpire. Not sure what the discussion is. It's 2nd and 5, 7:31 in the third.
Rio Grande City knocking on the front door, Kevin. They're about 3 yards away from the red zone. Last time they were there, they were able to punch it in, but haven't been there in quite a while. So it's not new to them, but it's fresh, you could say.
A lot of movement there. This time it was Cárdenas. They faked that end around. So it's third down coming up. Call it 8. Lost 3 yards on that carry. Be sure to follow us on our social media sites at Real Sports Live, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on Roku. Pretty neat deal that we've just unveiled. Play action, Sabercats all over it. Not much doing there in the passing game.
It was tipped just a bit by Demetrio Sanchez, a linebacker. Able to read it perfectly, get there in time, but it was number 5, Paul Bassan, the quarterback, who was just able to release it, and his receiver was able to come up with it to avoid an incompletion or possibly an interception.
Updated scores from the RGV, or throughout the RGV. Los Fresnos leads Brownsville Rivera 35-7. That's the district opener. That game going on in the third quarter. Flag comes flying in, chased from behind from Duffner. They're just going to get rid of that one, but there is a penalty on the near side of the field. Mercedes leads Valley View at halftime 27-10. Hidalgo all over Kingsville King 34-7. That game in the third quarter. Also in the third quarter, Mackay 38, La Jolla Juarez Lincoln nothing.
Rio Grande City. Ball goes over on downs. First down Vela.
So it's against Rio Grande City, and the ball will be turned over on downs, and it will be Sabercat football.
Once again. 6 minutes left in the third quarter, Kevin. And the lead they have, I'm sure you just see a lot more, just run the ball, get the first down, let the play clock go down to 2 or 3, then you snap the ball again, and just rinse and repeat that whole process until you get down to the end zone. If you're fortunate enough to not get stopped before the first down marker, I think that's Vela's play coming into this drive. Try and just get halfway through the third. They might turn the ball over, they might score with 3 minutes left, but it all depends on what Coach Campbell has in mind right now.
They got them to jump. It's going to be a free play. Lopez goes down. That's a sack, but it's not going to matter. So we were talking about the platoon of quarterbacks between Bobby Garcia and Miles Lopez, and now Miles Lopez, the sophomore, in there at quarterback. This is an easy one for the officials. Handoff up the middle, gets it to the 36-yard line. It's Dimas De Leon. (49-14), under 6 to go in the third. De Leon again takes the handoff to about the 38-yard line, and the clock just continuing to run.
Stop it for the first down markers to move over, but like we mentioned, just the running plays, getting them off sides was lucky, but you see how Lopez didn't even try to throw the ball out there. It was probably instructed by Campbell just to just take the sack. It's going to be a first down regardless.
Quick screen, they get that one out to Novato.
The X factor tonight for the Vela offense, Justin Novato.
High snap. Lopez corrals it, hands it off to De Leon. Not much running room there for the Sabercats. Two-back set for Vela, 3rd and 4. Coming out of the Wildcat, Shaking off one man, that's Navarro, who came out of the Wildcat, picks up the first down. So a little different look there from the offense.
That's the second time we've seen him in the Wildcat. When we had our camera issues, he was actually back there. You were trying to mess with everything. I was keeping an eye on the game just to talk about some things that whenever we had the chance to. And that is see Navarro in the Wildcat. He was back there. He had about a 20-yard rush in the first half out of the Wildcat, and you see him again, another big gain.
Good pass. That one completed to Carlos Tamez. We're seeing a little bit of everything too. It's not just I know Navarro has had the biggest game so far, but you're seeing Garcia get involved.
Garcia, Navarro, Tamez in the outside as well. The running backs are able to run the ball whenever they feel like it. That O-line is just pushing. And is that De Leon once again on the carry? Yeah, he goes for another big gain. I'm sure Tony V would like him on his offense. He's beginning about 6 yards to carry.
He would take him, and he would still use him, even though he's got like 7 or 8 running backs already. Quick slant, pass on the money, completed at the 20.
Navarro again.
Handoff, left hash, not much doing there. 3.5 to go. Here in the third quarter, Rio Grande City on the road. They're coming off that 55-14 loss against Mackay last week. .323. Pass over the middle, that's incomplete. .49-14 the score. 3 minutes left in the third. Sabercats looking for 6.
False start.
Yep. Second and 15 after the false start. Sending a man in motion. Lopez has time, standing. Here comes a flag in the area of a hold. He's gonna fire this one wide open, caught at the 10. Makes one man miss, cuts it back up into the end zone, but this one looks like it's coming back.
And indeed it is. Did you get the replay on that one, Kevin? Let's take a look at that one once again. I just want to mention again, Navarro coming out of the slot. Yeah, there's the holding, but you see Lopez able to evade there. You see Navarro picking up the block. And if there wasn't a hold, that was a touchdown for his running back. And a receiver that can do block, catch, and just play the way he's been playing at a high level in this game, it's something special.
He's holding on the left tackle there. And an easy call for the official. So a false start, a holding call, and you know Coach Campbell as well as I do, and he can't be too pleased with 2 holding calls, or 2 penalties, a false start and a hold. Lopez will give the handoff. They're going to get the penalty yardage back to about the 15-yard line.
That was Cyrus Golat, number 28. First time we call his name tonight. A junior.
Two and a half to go in the third. Step back, slings it. Good pass again, shakes off one man, diving for the end zone. Did he get in?
He fumbled it, but the Sabercats fell in it. That's number 18 getting the points, RJ De Leon.
Wow.
They got a break there, I'll say that much.
Carlos Tamez. You know, he went diving into that end zone John Elway style. Look at the pass, the catch. Shakes off a guy, dives for the end zone. Yeah, that ball was knocked loose, and fortunate for the SaberCats.
The helicopter, the infamous helicopter play.
Yeah, shades of John Elway. 56-14, SaberCats with the lead when we come back.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the St. Joe Funhouse cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
Welcome back. SaberCats and Rattlers.
Cardenas being shifty on the kick return. Kevin, look at them go. Woo!
We're going to have a house call.
Speed, 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 speed. Hello.
Well, that woke up the crowd.
Hello. The band had to put their Chick-fil-A down for a second and start playing.
Cardenas speed is on full display here tonight. Kick return for a touchdown. Good shot right there, the young man. Still playing hard.
We talked about that halftime locker room talk, Kevin, with the Rattlers, and you got to keep your foot on the pedal. And Cardenas showed that there, especially that special teams unit, that third phase, that no one really talks about, the unsung hero here in football.
So the extra point is up, and it's good when we come back on Real Sports Live.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride. When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
1:56. Check that on the clock. So you had the feeling that Cardenas was due to break one. He's shown off the speed as well.
So Navato's trying to get one of his own now.
He's going to take this one out. He's somehow still on his feet at the 20-yard line. Let's go back and look at that kick return for a touchdown one last time.
Yeah, I can tell you that much. He was winded after that one for sure. all the jukes and spin moves defenders had to go through. I know that's tiring.
Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out. Luis Lopez tuning in. Pino's Pizza supports Real Sports Live and the Rio Grande City Rattlers football team. So a shout out to them tuning in. And being patient, most importantly. And sticking with us here tonight. $1:48 left in the third. Play action. Zips this one completed at the 29 down to the 30. And again, a QB change. Looking at Bobby Garcia back in the game for the SaberCats. Between both Lopez and Garcia. You know, and a lot of folks looked at this football game and said, well, you got a slot T, and you got a team that likes to run the football out of that pro style in Edinburg Vela. I said, that can make for a quick game, but...
So we thought.
So we thought.
It's all the first downs and the scoring, and that kind of prolongs everything.
Yeah, that first quarter was back and forth, and that's kind of what... It made it for a lengthy first quarter. Two-back set for the SaberCats. 1st and 10 ball at their own 35. Garcia hands it off. That's De Leon. 35-40. Picks up a first down. Garcia out of bounds at midfield. And a first down for the SaberCats.
And they're going out of bounds as well.
Well, that'll do it too, as you run out of bounds, incomplete pass. Couple of penalties sprinkled in here and there.
Looks like they're just running the clock now. So
might have been forced out of bounds, not sure.
High
snap. That football's still loose. Rattlers are going to recover.
And that one, you just got to blame the center. You can't do anything as a quarterback. Garcia was ready for it. He had it called, and just the high snap. Pretty high snap. So.
Yeah, Garcia did everything he could to corral that football, but you got two couple 100-pound bodies flying at you. It's hard to do. Easier said than done.
Yeah, you just give your. You don't want to get hurt.
Surrender.
It's a lengthy season, so.
Yeah.
And we're only halfway through it, Kevin. We're halfway through it.
Rattlers with the football. Yeah, week 7. Week 7, and
as fast as it came, it just.
Yeah, we're halfway through. You know, tomorrow night, Edinburg North will kick off district play here at home against La Jolla. So
that is a small district that they have on that end.
Yeah, 31-6A starts tonight or tomorrow night with Edinburg North, and then 32-6A got underway tonight with Los Fresnos and Rivera. That'll take us to the fourth quarter here at Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg. The SaberCats lead 56-21 when we come back. Fourth quarter action from Edinburg.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Welcome back. The officials hanging out at the 31-yard line. Not 100% sure what the discussion is.
I don't think they know that the teams are ready to start the fourth quarter already.
I don't know. I mean,
they're like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. They're going to replay. They're calling the players back over. Are we going to redo? They're going to say there might be time left to run one more play in the third quarter. I think that's what it is.
Probably because of the play clock. makes no sense.
Yeah,
they're already lined up.
That's strange. I don't know. But there's no time on the clock, at least for now.
So now Coach Campbell's getting. Well, both coaches are just.
Right, rightfully so. Because I mean, they're just as confused as we were. They're just as confused as we are. Excuse me, Coach Lozano there on your screen.
We need to try and bug one of the officials' mics next game.
Yeah, I'm in. Okay.
One down with 1 second left on the clock.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Because of a penalty.
We got you as mic'd up as we could with our crowd mic. And well, there you go. There's the explanation. So there's 1 second left in the third. Oh boy. See, this is what makes these games lengthy. We talked about the length of this one. And they'll just go pitch to the outside, Cardenas. That should take us to the fourth.
It should, but will it?
And I think it will. We'll be back on the other side of the break. SaberCats with a lead.
Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter after all that ruckus. 56-21 SaberCats. Rio Grande City hands this one off up the middle. So the SaberCats righting the wrong on their season thus far. And 2 weeks ago, all eyes, the Region 4 was all at PSJ Stadium and
Packed house.
Yeah, packed house. And
well, I was here calling the PSJ Southwest.
I was
North game.
in.
But I had my iPad.
I was in
and
Sherryland.
The
Yeah, I was in Sherryland.
I was-
Mercedes in Sherryland 2 weeks ago on a Thursday night. We tried. We didn't get the green light from the PSA school district. Because my phone was buzzing all day, all morning. You're doing the Vela game. You're doing the Vela game. You're doing the Vela game. We want to see the Raiders. Like, it's out of our hands, but
Yeah.
definitely, one of the biggest games of the year, if not the biggest game of the year, because the next one is going to be Harlingen San Benito down in 32-6A. That's going to be the next big blockbuster ticket here in the RGV. Cardenas dragging defenders with him to the 5. And, Brandon, that's what you talked about, at halftime, that, these kids, no matter the score, they're still going to come out. They're going to still fight. They're going to be playing for pride. We got a Rattler down, so we're going to step aside for an injury timeout when we come back.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha. Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay.
After the injury timeout, good tackling down to the 5-yard line. That was Sanchez on the tackle. Thursday night football in the NFL as well. The Colts and the Broncos.
This is more entertaining than that one, Kevin.
Yeah,
We're
that's,
actually seeing touchdowns.
yeah, we got touchdowns in our game. They don't. One of our newest announcers, Joe Cordelli, he's a big Broncos fan, and in fact, he's announcing the Rivera game down at Sam's.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, so I can guarantee you he's got an iPad out. Kicking it to the outside, walking into the end zone for Rio Grande City.
Victor Cardenas, there he is again. And the end around is what he's been scoring on, where he's been getting his big plays tonight. The first game, or the first quarter end around, 60-yard run. Then he comes back on a kick return touchdown, then he gets another end around long run. Now he scores and gets in on offense this time.
It's good to see him back up and healthy. He went down on that last play. So Rio Grande City going to want to have success. They're going to do it through the legs of Cardenas. He has shown why tonight. He's their go-to guy on the ground. And 56-27. Rio Grande City stringing together a couple of points, a couple of scores. The extra point is up. It's no good.
Keep him at 27.
Go look back at that last touchdown from Cardenas just one more time. Cardenas in the end zone when we come back.
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live!
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Welcome back. 9:44 left in the ball game, and you got to tip your hat to Rio Grande City. They are continuing to play tough here in this football game with a couple of touchdowns in the second half. Now they're going to go an onside kick. That's a live ball, but it's going to trickle out of bounds. And it'll be Sabercat football. So what's up next for Edinburg Vela? Well, the Sabercats have a date with Mac High, Juarez Lincoln, Palmview, and Nicky Rowe remaining on their schedule. And, you know, we were talking about Nicky Rowe earlier tonight.
Yeah, Nicky Rowe.
You know,
they're undefeated in district.
The Warriors, at that point in time, if I'm correct, November 4th, last game of the year, they could be fighting for a playoff spot. So it might mean more to Rowe than it might to to Edinburg Vela.
Yeah, I mean, even at that point, you know you're gonna. It's for a playoff spot, so it's gonna come down to it. Do you want that second seed? Do you want that third seed? That's what it's gonna come down to for Vela. And of course, Coach Campbell's gonna do his research, and he's gonna try and figure out what will be the easiest route for us to try and get back and get our revenge to PSJ North. You got to think about that as well.
Holding against Edinburg Vela. And the penalties are going to be one thing that Coach John Campbell is going to want to clean up.
Yeah, we see a lot of them, and you said we're in week 7. Here in week 7, that's just unacceptable in my books. Like that's something you correct, non-district, fall camp at that, and spring
Scrimmages.
balls, scrimmages.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't be having that, especially down this late in the season, heading into playoffs. Because we're not even 3 weeks away, 4 weeks maybe.
We still got a month. But you're right. You know, week 1, you see the cramps, guys not 100% as far as the endurance.
Yeah, week 1 and week 2.
But you see holdings, little things you can clean up.
Those are, they're not acceptable, but they're tolerable.
Right.
In the early weeks, but now it's kind of like, come on, man, we should be doing this. It should be a routine. That's Tamez.
That pass on a dime to Carlos Tamez.
It's Miles Lopez at quarterback now for the SaberCats.
Goal out on the carry. Said his name a couple times here tonight. Handoff again up the middle, 8.5 to go.
Yeah, now Coach Campbell's just trying to run the clock out. And they switch the formation. There goes Navarro back in the Wildcat, Kevin.
Looks like there's an injury, though. So 8:29 when we come back, injury timeout.
Freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just get the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay, yeah.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Touchdown for the SaberCats.
6 more on the board they go. And they're a point away from tying their record for the season against McAllen Memorial with 63 on the board. And of course, McAllen Memorial didn't score 27. But
right. The extra point is up. And it's good. When we come back, SaberCats with the lead.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Mission Vets Lady Patrons, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard, call today 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
Welcome back after the SaberCat timeout. The Rattlers are going to let this one roll into the back of the end zone.
You asked me a while back, Kevin, before we went to that injury timeout, about Rio, staying in this one, fighting to the end. That's something other teams are going to take note of. As I mentioned before, coming out of half, you got to keep fighting. And then, they're showing it now. They're still putting up points. They're still trying to get into the end zone. And it's all because of number 1, Victor Cardenas. Senior, look at the roster at the top. Some of the top guys are all seniors except Basan, who's a junior at quarterback right now. So they're going to have some holes to fill next year, but for the time being, they're not too bad on the field.
SaberCats, like you mentioned, offensively, this ties their season high in points. They put up a 63-piece against McAllen Memorial, and 3 different times they put up 50+. 50 against Edinburg North, 55 against Edinburg, and 54 against Westlaco East. And that was their first 4 games. They went 50, 55, 54, 63. Well, that's pretty impressive in itself right there. Once that Raider game got wrapped up, I didn't see Vela losing again in the regular season. I saw them winning out, and the same for PSJ North. I see them winning out in the regular season. Play action, looking back to pass, chase from behind, slips out of a man. That pass is up, and that's picked off at the 40. Showing off the speed, cutting it back up, still on his feet. Down to the 5, diving for the pylon. He's out at the 2. SaberCat defense coming up with a pick.
It's number 11, Luis Garcia. He's had a couple big plays, rushing defenders out of bounds. And he comes up with an interception. And that looks like a couple extra nails in the coffin that are not needed, but it's there for the highlight reel to have it.
Yeah, and they got that turnover chain going. You see that on the Edinburg Vela sideline.
Yeah, Jake Duffner owned that chain last year. Had a couple this year already, but last year, it was like every game he was wearing that chain, at least 2 times a game.
Did y'all have that turnover chain when y'all played?
No.
No, it wasn't a thing yet, right?
It wasn't a thing. It wasn't. I mean, in Miami, I think that's when Miami had busted it out.
They started it, right?
That's when they had started, and then you started seeing it everywhere.
They're going to hand this one off. Trying to get his way into the end zone. No call yet. Sophomore RJ De Leon on the carry. Wearing the number 18. He's to the right of Lopez. He takes the handoff again, and he gets his way into the end zone. That's a big boy for a sophomore.
And that's 70 now. Well, we still waiting an extra point, but.
So the SaberCats with a 69 spot extra point coming up. Snaps there. The extra point is up.
It's good.
That's
70
good.
on the season. Season high now. They're breaking records today.
Season high 70 for Edinburg Vela when we come back.
And you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are the Edinburg North Lady Crew.
Welcome back. 6 minutes left. And the SaberCats well on their way to another win. They'll be 5-1. They'll get another district win in their back pocket.
Think about all the fun traditions here in high school football in Texas, Kevin. Right now, right next to us, you have the band. You know, they were introducing each other, and then down at the home locker room, we got the cheerleaders and the sergeantettes for Vela and Rio. They're mingling over there.
I think they play games or something like that from what I understood.
I couldn't tell you.
Chance, games, not 100% sure, but.
They look like they're having fun. That's all that matters, I guess.
The mascot's down there as well. Down in the south end zone. 5.5 to go. Rio Grande City is going to look to rebound. They'll have Palmview up next. Palmview at Rowe, McCallum Memorial, and then they'll finish the year at PSJ North. So the tough part of the schedule is, you know, they get Vela in the front end, but then they get PSJ North in the finale.
Yeah, you got to make up in the middle if you want to, you know, get a playoff spot here in this district. You know, it just depends how your schedule lines up with Vela and PSJ North. I wonder who has Vela and North back-to-back weeks in this district.
I'm not sure. Someone has to. Someone's got to. That's gotta be tough. You gotta look at that schedule like, man. Yeah,
Again.
You know, but it's a good and bad thing, because say if you opened with PSJ North and you had Vela second, the good thing is you get the two big dogs out of the way.
Yeah.
And then you can set yourself up, be healthy.
You got to hope to win out, too.
Yeah.
Hope
and then
to
you
win
can say,
out.
well, we can win out now, or the tough part of the schedule is now done, but.
Timeout. Rio.
Rio Grande City.
So Rio Grande City will stop and take a timeout when we come back from Richard Florida Stadium.
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you are watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Coming back, well, I think it's been decided. Justin Navarro is going to be our Economy Awards Company Player of the Game.
Receiver.
I think you would have gotten. I think you would have gotten a few of these, right? If this was a thing, back when you played.
Probably.
I think so.
Probably not. I don't know.
I think you would have gotten a few. I know JT, that's Jonathan Avino.
Yeah, that's a different story.
You would have gotten a few. We hardly give them to defensive
we don't really
players.
give it to defensive players.
Unless, they pick six, something definitive, which we should, by the way. I mean,
from now on.
But I mean, it's it's hard to justify that when you got a guy like Navarro.
It's hard to get big plays simultaneously as a defensive player.
Right. Handoff, right side, nothing doing. So the SaberCat defense defensively yielded 14 in week 1, 13 in week 2, a season low 7 in week 3 against East. Check that. Season low was the shutout against McAllen Memorial, and they gave up 28, so that was the season high. Against PSJ North. So 27 is going to be the second most allowed points this year. So if you're Rio Grande City and if you're looking for a silver lining, that could be one of them.
That's a win. Yeah. Against many teams, you put up 27 and you win the ball game.
You win the ball
game.
Yeah, you win.
So
for sure.
But when you have a team that puts up 70, I don't.
Yeah, it's tough. Tomorrow I'll be down at Richard Thompson Stadium. Sharyland Pioneer and Mission Veterans, they're kicking off district play.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be fun. That district more wide open than people think. You'll be just down the road.
I'll be in Mission High School and the Bobcats.
That's interesting too, because you look at 31-6A, that district's wide open.
Yeah.
I know Mission has had their struggles. Edinburg High, at least in my opinion, are probably the most consistent team we've seen coming out of 31-6A throughout the non-district portion. Edinburg High, they got waxed 2 weeks ago at San Benito, but everyone's kind of been putting that spot against the Greyhounds.
Yeah, 2-3 record on the season. They won against Mac High, 21-13 season opener. Then, they had Vela here at home, 55-13. Then Westaco, 21-3. They beat Westaco East 21-17, and then San Benito just gave it to them.
They took it to them. And, San Benito's been doing that to a lot of people. But, for Edinburg High, I think, that win against Westaco East was a good one. And, they lost. It was 3-0 for forever against Westaco.
Yeah.
And, eventually, they wound up losing 21-3, which is respectable. But the Bobcats are going to be hoping to be right in the district title race. Edinburg North and La Jolla kickoff district play tomorrow night here at Richard Flores Stadium. So the Cougars on paper coming into this year as favorites. But things change and teams start to find their identity. But 31-6A kicks off tomorrow. Brandon will be down at Tom Landry Stadium. Another good run to the 45.
That's a district Vela came out of, 31-6A.
Yeah, both Vela and PSJ North, in fact. And when those two moved down to 5A, it was just kind of like, well, we all expected that, them and Harlingen South.
Flag on the play. Looking forward to tomorrow, Kevin. I'm gonna have a new guy with me. His name's Josh. Hopefully he can come on the crew soon. So
yeah, no, let's.
He can help us out big time.
He's looking to do play-by-play.
Yeah, play-by-play.
All right. He's gonna like the works there at Tom Landry.
Yeah,
We all do. That's
yeah.
you know, it's a great place to call a game from. You know, Coach
luxury. Luxury over there.
Yeah, Letty Ibarra does a great job. You know, hosting the media. And oh, the elevator's convenient, right?
Oh yeah. When we first got there, Eddie, my little brother, the camera guy, he's like, "Oh, the stairs." I'm like, "There's an elevator. Don't worry about it." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
And then Saturday, we got some big-time volleyball right on the horizon. We have Mac High at Pioneer. We have Harlingen at Los Fresnos. And then the big one, McAllen Memorial at Sherryland, a game you will be at. And that
I got the big game.
Yeah. We got 3 big volleyball games, and I think, in my opinion, that's the game on Saturday. And I'm expecting a full house. Like you said, you called. He said that game's got to go 5 sets. I don't see it going to sweep. Neither do I. Maybe in 4, but it'll be very close. It's got a man wide open, busted coverage, and he dropped it. That would have been 6 for the Rattlers. Oh boy, when it rains, it pours for Rio Grande City. It doesn't get any easier than that.
No, that's something you go over and practice. That's a practice play right there. Routes on air is what they call it, Kevin.
What's that?
Routes on air. So just you and no defenders. Just you and 7-on-7 basically without defense.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when you and I can team up again. Probably be again on a Thursday night. Either way, it's been fun.
Maybe we can get John with us.
Old JT, you gotta get him come out of retirement, basically. Chase from behind, down he goes, and the SaberCats get a sack. Jacob Alvarado, and that should do it. That's how this one will end. The SaberCats end it with an exclamation point. They post a season-high 70 points on Rio Grande City. And the SaberCats answer back.
In big fashion.
And they come back in a big way.
So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to go interview Justin Navarro right now.
Yeah, we're going to wrap things up. Before you go, any final thoughts?
SaberCats, you know, they're back on top, you know, where they should be, where they're used to being. And Rio Grande City, you know, they're going to make a run in this district, you know, putting up 27 against this Vela defense who just came off a loss like that. That's something big. So look out for them in the district. I think it's going to be good for them going on.
That's Brandon Guzman, Kevin Aro, our Economy Awards Player of the Game. It's going to go to Navarro. That's Justin Navarro of Edinburg Vela. So that wraps it up. On behalf of myself, Kevin Aro, Joe Bowling, and everyone at Rio Sports Live, saying so long and good night from the All-American City in Edinburg. SaberCats win this one 7.